yet somehow fading into the background in our hyper-connected world? Feeling undervalued or overlooked is not uncommon, even in the midst of constant social interactions. It's akin to shouting into a void, yearning for recognition, only to be met with silence. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be your reality? Envision walking into a room and witnessing the space around you transform, resonating with your presence. Imagine a world where, when you speak, people not only listen but eagerly anticipate your opinion. A place where your contributions are not merely acknowledged, but celebrated. Today, we embark on a journey that delves into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and its modern applications. This journey isn't about superficial tactics or quick fixes. Instead, we explore 10 transformative strategies that will alter how you are perceived and valued, not only by others, but crucially by yourself. Each strategy represents a step toward cultivating a stronger, more respected, and self-valued presence. So, if you've ever felt like just another number lost in the crowd, consider this video your key to breaking free and stepping into a space of genuine appreciation and self-empowerment. Stay with me until the end. Together, we will unlock these secrets, transforming not only how the world sees you but also how you perceive yourself. And before we delve into the content, if you're new here, this isn't merely another self-improvement channel. It's a community where growth, resilience, and the practical wisdom of Stoicism come alive. So, hit that subscribe button, join us on this transformative journey, and let's explore together how to truly be valued. For our regular viewers, welcome back. Your ongoing support and engagement are what breathe life into this community. Now, let's embark on this transformative path together and unveil the secrets to being genuinely valued. Starting with number 1, value your time. Have you ever felt like you're a perpetual yes machine, always available for everyone else but yourself? Let's delve into why valuing your time is crucial. In the midst of a typical weekday at the office, you find yourself in the familiar role of the go-to person, constantly fielding requests for assistance, your phone abuzz with emails from colleagues, texts from friends, and calls from family. Each individual request may seem minor, but collectively, they accumulate throughout the day, leaving your own tasks untouched. You've inadvertently become the support system for others, all the while realizing that your personal projects are falling behind. It dawns on you that saying yes to others often translates to saying no to your own aspirations. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Life, he argued, is generously bestowed upon us, providing ample opportunity to achieve significant accomplishments. Consider this: every minute you spend is an investment. Are you investing it wisely? The concept of valuing your time isn't about creating inaccessibility. Instead, it's about respecting yourself enough to prioritize. It involves recognizing that not every task, invitation, or request merits immediate attention. The next time you're on the verge of automatically saying yes, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? Will it contribute value to my life, or will it leave me drained and distracted from what truly matters? Ponder this for a moment. Observe the people around you. Have you noticed that those who judiciously decline tend to command more respect? This is the essence of valuing your time. They aren't mere participants in life. They are the conductors of their own symphony. You too can join their ranks. Remember, valuing your time extends beyond just saying no. It's about acknowledging your worth. By prioritizing your time, you send a powerful message not only to the world but also to yourself. I am worth it, my time is precious. Now that we've unveiled the secret of valuing our time, let's delve into how prioritizing self-care can revolutionize our self-worth. Enter strategy number 2, taking care of yourself. Consider a day when you sacrificed your lunch to complete work or skipped your evening walk for another meeting. How did you feel by the end of the day? Overwhelmed and exhausted? That feeling is a clear indicator that you're prioritizing everyone else's needs over your own. A common trap we all fall into, neglecting the one person who also matters. yourself. Recall the wise words of Marcus Aurelius. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. These words resonate deeply with our second strategy, emphasizing that happiness and well-being originate from within, not external factors. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's recognizing that your well-being is the foundation upon which you can support others. Understanding that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for a balanced and fulfilling life is crucial. Imagine a scenario where you're always there for everyone, constantly offering a helping hand, a shoulder, or an ear. In doing so, you often neglect your own needs, resulting in feeling drained and less effective. This is where the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius comes into play. Start by asking yourself, when was the last time you did something just for yourself? Something that restored your energy and filled you with peace. Prioritizing these needs, whether through hobbies, meditation, or rest, is crucial. It not only nurtures your well-being, but also equips you to be a more present and effective support for others. Reflect on what self-care means to you and how you can better balance it with being there for others. Share your experiences in the comments, as it could be a revealing and healing experience for you, and provide inspiration and guidance to others facing similar challenges. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to start their own journey of self-care. Remember, taking care of ourselves is key to being valued by others. With this understanding, let's move forward and explore our next Stoic strategy to improve how we're perceived and appreciated. Number 3, listen more and speak less. In our constant rush to be heard, we often forget the power of silence. This Stoic lesson introduces a fundamental, yet often overlooked principle: listening more and speaking less. A transformative approach that can significantly enhance our interactions and relationships. Recall a moment when someone genuinely listened to you, not merely waiting for their chance to speak. How valued and understood did you feel at that time? That exemplifies the power of active listening, an aspect often overlooked. It's not just about maintaining silence, it's about actively engaging with the spoken words, fostering a deeper connection. As Epicurus wisely stated, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. These insightful words encapsulate the core of our third strategy, emphasizing the significance of active listening in our daily interactions. True listening extends beyond hearing words. It encompasses understanding, empathy, and offering undivided attention. Genuine listening makes the other person feel heard, valued, and respected. It goes beyond courtesy, representing a profound demonstration of mindfulness and consideration. Reflect on how often we are preoccupied with formulating our response while the other person is still talking, causing us to miss the essence of the communication. Active listening demands full presence, setting aside personal agendas to comprehend another's perspective. To practice this strategy, consciously strive to listen more and speak less in your next conversation. Focus on understanding the other person's words, tone, and emotions. Nod in acknowledgement. Ask clarifying questions and reflect on what you've heard. This approach not only deepens your understanding but also strengthens your relationships. Pause for a moment and contemplate a recent conversation. Did you genuinely listen, or were you merely waiting for your turn to speak? Envision how the dynamics might have shifted if you had fully embraced the art of listening. Practicing the power of listening not only enhances our connections with others but also enriches our personal understanding. In the communication economy, being a great listener is a priceless asset. Now let's progress to our next strategy, continuing to explore ways to enhance our presence and worth through Stoic wisdom. Strategy number 4, embrace your authenticity. Amidst our quest for increased value, we often overlook a fundamental truth. Our genuine selves are our most potent assets. Echoing the sentiment, Epicurus stated, "If you wish to be a writer, write." It's about engaging in actions that mirror your true essence. Authenticity transcends mere acceptance. It involves unwavering adherence to your true self in every situation. In a world where conformity prevails, your authenticity not only sets you apart but also renders you invaluable. This authenticity doesn't merely distinguish you, It adds value to your personal and professional life. Reflect on your day, how much of what you express is dictated by external expectations, and how much truly reflects you. Being authentic entails shedding these external pressures and aligning your actions with your genuine thoughts and emotions. Such a way of life not only enhances your personal experience, but also attracts others to you. People place greater trust in and connect more deeply with someone genuine. Recall a social gathering where you felt compelled to modify your opinions and interests to fit in, and contrast that with a moment when you expressed your true self without concern for others' opinions. How liberating did that feel? Reflecting on such instances underscores the profound impact of authenticity in our lives. Being authentic is about revealing your true self, a self that is incomparable. To conclude this concept, remember that being yourself is more than just standing out. It's about embracing comfort and confidence in who you are. Authenticity commands respect and enhances how others value you. Stay tuned as we delve into our next strategy, empowering you further on this journey of self-discovery and recognition. Strategy number 5. Embrace support from others. Often overlooked, the art of allowing others to contribute to your life is a powerful strategy. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic emperor, emphasized the potency of mutual support, stating that we are made for cooperation, much like feet, hands, eyelids, and the rows of upper and lower teeth. This insightful analogy serves as a reminder that accepting help is not a display of weakness, but rather a natural and essential aspect of human interaction. Reflect on a time when you were overwhelmed with work, feeling stressed. Now envision if a colleague had stepped in to offer assistance. How would that have made you feel supported, valued, and part of a team? When we allow others to help us, we not only lighten our own burden, but also nurture a sense of community and appreciation. Embracing assistance can be challenging, particularly for those accustomed to independence. Yet, just as you value the opportunity to aid others, those in your life appreciate the chance to be of service to you. It's a reciprocal relationship that builds trust and strengthens bonds. So the next time someone extends help, whether for a minor task or a substantial project, consider saying, yes. By doing so, you not only grant them the opportunity to feel valued, but also contribute to building a network of mutual support. This network becomes a cornerstone for a more valued and connected existence, both professionally and personally. Embracing support from others also imparts essential lessons in humility and gratitude. It teaches us that no one is an island, and in our interconnected world, allowing others to contribute to our lives enriches both theirs and ours. As we continue to explore these strategies, remember that being valued is not solely about individual accomplishments, but also about interacting and connecting with those around you. Now, let's progress to unveil the next strategy in our journey towards becoming more valued and respected. Strategy number 6. Maintain calm and composure. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where everything appears to be going awry? It's during these challenging times that mastering the art of remaining calm and composed holds great significance. Rooted in Stoic philosophy, this approach is integral to our pursuit of being more valued. Seneca wisely advised that the most effective remedy for anger is delay, and this counsel holds great importance in how we navigate challenging situations. Imagine a moment when everything around you was in chaos, a crucial work meeting with heightened tensions, or a family situation, testing your patience. In these instances, our instinct may lead us to react impulsively, fueled by intense emotions. Now, envision if you took a pause, breathed deeply, and opted for calmness over impulsivity. Your composed demeanor in such heated moments not only prevents further escalation but also earns you the respect and admiration of those present. Staying calm and composed doesn't imply indifference or passivity. It's a conscious choice in how you respond to situations. This self-control serves as a powerful demonstration of your inner strength and stability, qualities that naturally garner respect and value from others. The next time you encounter a tense situation, recall Seneca's wisdom and utilize the power of pause to maintain tranquility. Your ability to remain composed under pressure not only shapes the outcome of that moment, but also elevates your reputation as a grounded and wise individual who brings clarity and reason to every interaction. As we incorporate this strategy into our lives, we glean a valuable lesson about the influence of our inner state. Our identity is not defined by external noise, but rather by how we choose to navigate through it. Now, armed with composure as our strength, let's proceed to the next strategy, further enriching our journey toward recognition and respect. Strategy number 7. Preserve some aspects of your life privately. We uncover the significance of discretion, a principle deeply embedded in Stoic philosophy. As Epicurus wisely declared, "Be silent for the most part, or if you speak, say only what is necessary." In just a few words, this counsel emphasizes the importance of meticulously selecting what to divulge and what to keep within. Envision a scenario. You find yourself at a social gathering or online, and the impulse to share every detail of your personal life arises. Recall the power of restraint. Not everything needs to be shared. There is profound strength and respect gained when you opt to share only what holds genuine importance. Practicing discretion is not about concealment or dishonesty. It's about cherishing the privacy of your personal life. In an era where oversharing is prevalent, choosing to keep certain aspects to yourself sets you apart as someone who reflects deeply and values personal space. Before sharing something personal, take a moment to pause and reflect. Is this information meant for everyone, or is it a precious part of my inner world? This discernment not only preserves your peace, but also elevates the respect others hold for you. Embracing discretion enables us to grasp the significance of our inner world and the respect it garners from others as we continue navigating our interactions. With this in mind, let's appreciate the strength in what we choose not to share. Now let's delve into the next strategy, which will further fortify our presence and garner respect. Strategy number 8. Commit to continuous learning and growth. Embracing a commitment to lifelong learning and continual growth serves as the foundation for garnering more value and respect, echoing Seneca's timeless reminder, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This enduring wisdom underscores the significance of perpetual self-improvement and adaptability in our journey. Reflect on a moment when you confronted a new challenge, something beyond your comfort zone, a new skill at work, a hobby, or navigating a significant life change. Consider the initial feelings of uncertainty or discomfort stepping into the unknown. Over time, these experiences likely brought about growth and a profound sense of accomplishment. Adopting a mindset of continuous learning extends beyond acquiring new knowledge or skills. It entails personal evolution. Acknowledge that the path to self-improvement is boundless, and every small step contributes to a more enriched and respected self. To embody this strategy, cultivate a daily habit of learning. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend workshops, or enroll in courses. In doing so, you not only keep your mind sharp, but also convey your commitment to personal development. Individuals who are continually evolving naturally attract others, radiating a sense of dynamism and inspiration. Your journey of growth serves as encouragement for others to contemplate their own paths. Observing your embrace of challenges and subsequent growth motivates them to pursue their personal development. By committing to lifelong learning, you enhance your skills, knowledge, and, more importantly, uplift your entire being. This ongoing journey of growth not only increases your value in the eyes of others, but also imbues your life with meaning and purpose. Embrace this path of constant growth, and it will open doors to unforeseen possibilities. Stay tuned as we reveal our final strategy, an unconventional approach that can significantly elevate your value in unexpected ways. In our 9th strategy on this transformative journey, we delve into the art of preserving a sense of mystery. This approach, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, emphasizes the importance of not laying bare every detail about ourselves all at once. It revolves around crafting an aura of intrigue and depth, naturally eliciting interest and respect from others. Consider it this way. When encountering someone new who doesn't immediately divulge every facet of their identity, doesn't it spark your curiosity? It aligns with the same principle. By judiciously selecting what to share about yourself, you cultivate an air of mystery that piques others' interest in wanting to understand you better. Maintaining a sense of mystery isn't about fostering secrecy or deceit. It's about being discerning in what you choose to reveal. When you do share, recognize that sometimes saying less can have a more profound impact. Share just enough to arouse curiosity, leaving some aspects unsaid, thus encouraging others to delve deeper into a meaningful engagement with you. To practice this strategy, be mindful of the details you disclose about your personal life, aspirations, and accomplishments. Allow your actions to speak louder than words, and let your presence generate intrigue. When you do share, do so purposefully and thoughtfully, contributing to the mystique surrounding you. This approach transcends how others perceive you. It's also about cherishing and respecting your own narrative. By maintaining a sense of mystery, you retain control over your story and how it unfolds to the world. As we conclude this strategy, bear in mind that a touch of mystery can significantly enhance your perceived value and respect. It encourages others to lean in and listen attentively. Embrace this path and witness how it unfurls new dimensions of respect and admiration from those in your circle. In wrapping up our exploration, remember that these aren't just techniques. They represent steps toward a profound personal transformation. Every strategy we've explored is a crucial piece in constructing a life where you are not merely observed, but genuinely appreciated. A heartfelt thank you to everyone who has accompanied us on this transformative journey. Your commitment to personal development and self-empowerment is truly inspirational. You're not just viewing a video, you are actively moving towards becoming a more esteemed and respected version of yourself. Now I turn to our esteemed viewers. Which of these strategies struck a chord with you? Is there a specific one you are eager to incorporate into your life? Feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I'm eager to hear from you. And if you're searching for the right words, a simple comment like "I am building my value" makes a strong statement about your dedication to our shared journey. If you found value in this video, please express your support by liking and sharing it. Your engagement plays a vital role in disseminating these crucial insights to a wider audience. Seeking growth and sharing knowledge is a potent way of contributing value to the world. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so to stay connected and continue this enriching journey together. Your involvement here goes beyond just watching videos. It actively contributes to fostering a community centered around growth, comprehension, and practical wisdom. As you integrate these strategies into your daily life, observe the transformation in how the world perceives and values you. Remember, each step you take is a stride towards a more valued and purposeful existence. Thanks for watching, and until next time. In today's world, saturated with stress, uncertainty, and rapid change, the quest for inner stability and harmony is becoming more and more urgent. In this context, Stoicism, a philosophical movement, comes to the rescue, offering valuable lessons and principles to help us better understand and accept the world around us. In this text, we will explore 10 key lessons of Stoicism designed to develop personal effectiveness, poise, and harmony in our interactions with the world around us. From accepting the inevitability of external circumstances to developing emotional resilience and building deep relationships with others, these lessons of Stoicism promise to provide valuable guidance in today's world, where wisdom and inner strength are becoming integral components of our personal and professional development. Acceptance of what is beyond your control. One of the key principles of Stoicism is to distinguish between what is subject to your influence and what is beyond your control. This principle encourages you to recognize that not all aspects of life are subject to your influence. Teach yourself to accept situations that you cannot change, and stop wasting energy on futile attempts to control something that lies beyond your influence. Focus instead on what you can control, your reactions and actions. This will allow you to maintain emotional balance in situations where control is not possible. Here and now awareness. Here and now awareness is the ability to fully immerse oneself in the present moment, detach from the past and future, and truly enjoy what is happening around you. It's a process that requires attention, persistence, and practice. Here are a few steps that can help with this realization. Practice meditation and mindfulness. Regular meditation helps train the mind to be mindful and instills the habit of paying attention to the present moment. Sitting in a comfortable posture, focus on your breathing, sensations, and sounds around you. When the mind begins to wander, come back to the present. Slowing the pace. Often our lives are so eventful that we lose contact with the present moment. Slowing the pace, consciously noticing and appreciating each moment can help to improve awareness. Active engagement in action. When you are engaged in an activity, whether it's cooking, reading a book, or taking a walk, try to be fully committed to the process. Feel the texture, smell, taste, and sounds associated with the action at hand. An example of moment-to-moment awareness. Let's imagine you are walking in a park. Instead of thinking about past events or future plans, you try to fully immerse yourself in the present moment. You notice the warm summer breeze, the whispering of leaves in the tree crowns, the birds singing, and the feel of the hard ground beneath your feet. You don't just pass by, you become part of this moment, appreciate it, and savor every detail. This is the awareness of the here and now, actively participating in the present despite external factors or inner thoughts. Set realistic goals. Set goals that are contingent on your actions and efforts. Realistic goals will allow you to avoid frustration and disappointment because they will be influenced by your efforts. This principle also contributes to your professional and personal development, making you more marketable and successful. Active listening. Active listening is not just an act of listening to sounds, but a whole set of skills aimed at full and deep understanding of the interlocutor. It is an important element of effective communication that creates the foundation for quality relationships in any area of life. The first and perhaps most fundamental aspect of active listening is attention. Real attention to the interlocutor implies not only physical presence, but also psychological readiness to delve into the meaning of what is being said. It means abandoning internal dialogues and response plans while the other person is speaking and fully immersing oneself in their worldview. Further, active listening involves empathy, the ability to put yourself in the other person's shoes, feel their emotions, and understand their point of view creates a bridge in understanding. Empathy not only strengthens the connection between people, but also allows for a more accurate perception of the information they share. In parallel, active listening involves the use of nonverbal means of communication. Facial expressions, gestures, mannerisms, all of these elements add depth and context to words, which helps to better interpret the meaning of the interlocutor's statements. The key to active listening is feedback. Confirming that you not only hear the words but also understand them creates an environment of mutual understanding. This can be expressed either by verbal responses or by using affirming gestures and facial expressions. Applying active listening in everyday life leads to better relationships. People feel that their words are important and valued, which builds trust and creates a more supportive environment. Moreover, active listening not only enriches your relationships with others, but also opens new horizons in understanding the world through the diverse experiences and perspectives of others. Emotional resilience. Learn to control your emotions and don't let them dominate you. Emotional resilience will enable you to cope better, maintain clarity of thought in stressful situations, and be stable. Emotionally resilient people also have the ability to adapt to change and remain stable in different circumstances. They do not allow external factors or negative emotions to destroy their inner poise. This ability for stability attracts the attention of others, making the person a reliable and unstoppable leader. Emotional stability also contributes to interpersonal relationships. People who can effectively manage their emotions often become a support for others in difficult moments and create a positive atmosphere in a team or community. To develop emotional resilience, it is helpful to practice relaxation, mindfulness, and self-regulation techniques. This may include meditation, breathing exercises, and analyzing one's own emotions and their causes. It is also important to develop the ability to see the positive aspects of situations and find constructive ways to solve problems. Gratitude and appreciation. Gratitude and appreciation are not just emotions, but powerful tools that can transform not only your inner world, but also the quality of your relationships with others. It is important to be able to appreciate those moments and people that make your life brighter and more fulfilling. This is not only a pleasant quality, but also a key element of forming a positive atmosphere in your life. Expressing gratitude begins with recognizing and valuing those moments that bring joy and satisfaction. The ability to see the positive in everyday things helps you create a mindful approach to life. Through this, you begin to see the beauty in the little things and find joy in the ordinary. Being grateful to the people who play an important role in your life strengthens your relationship with them. Understanding the contribution and significance of their efforts creates an atmosphere of mutual support and understanding. Expressing gratitude becomes a bridge that connects people and makes ties warmer and stronger. Gratitude also has the power to transform your inner world. Focusing on the positive aspects of life helps reduce stress levels and improves emotional well-being. It supports an overall sense of well-being and improves your life perspective. Expressing gratitude can be done in a variety of ways, from simple words of thanks to more visible gestures such as gifts or acts of kindness. It is important to realize that these expressions of gratitude not only bring joy to others, but also create a sense of fulfillment and happiness in yourself. Developing communication skills. Developing communication skills represents an integral component of personal and professional growth. This process includes not only the ability to express yourself clearly and effectively, but also the ability to listen carefully, understand, and interact with others. Effective communication is a key element of successful relationships in both personal and professional life, and its continuous improvement makes it easier to achieve goals and establish harmonious relationships with a diverse environment. One of the key aspects of developing communication skills is the ability to express oneself clearly and accurately. This includes using clear language, structuring information, avoiding unnecessary details, and expressing your thoughts in a way that is easily understood by your audience. The more clearly you express your ideas, the easier it is for you and your audience to exchange information. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is unique, and focusing on your own development will make you more confident and attractive. Refusing to compare yourself to others represents a wise and conscious approach to personal development. In this day and age, with social media and media abundantly providing information about other people's lives, the temptation to compare ourselves to others can be a subconscious and not always favorable reflex. Realizing that each individual is unique and focusing on your own development is not only key to self-confidence, but also a way to gain attention and create a positive perception about yourself. Each person has their own unique traits, experiences, and developmental path. Comparing oneself to others can lead to unnecessary emotional fluctuations, such as stress and envy. Instead of focusing on other people's achievements, it is more appropriate to focus on your own efforts and progress. This not only helps to reduce stress levels, but also helps to create a more positive attitude towards your own achievements. Not comparing ourselves also contributes to a deeper understanding of ourselves. When we focus on our own development, we become more aware of our goals, values, and motivations. This process helps to establish a clearer picture of who we are and who we want to become. As a result, we become more confident in our own decisions and the direction of our lives. Hard work and perseverance. By being persistent in achieving one's goals and working hard, one not only attracts the attention of others, but also becomes the architect of one's own success. These qualities play a key role in overcoming difficulties, continuous self-improvement, and achieving outstanding results in various spheres of life. Hard work is expressed in a willingness to work hard all the time, striving for high standards and self-discipline. It not only means working hard during the workday, but also being willing to overcome difficulties when they arise. Hardworking people have the willpower to keep moving forward even when faced with obstacles. Perseverance is an important complement to hard work ethic. It is the ability to move steadily and consistently toward one's goals despite possible setbacks. Perseverance involves the ability to learn from one's mistakes and see them as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. These people retain faith in their abilities and remain focused in the pursuit of success. Compassion and support. Compassion and support are not just benevolent emotions, but have the power to transform the world around you and strengthen your relationships with others. Striving to be supportive and compassionate becomes the bridge that connects us to our fellow human beings in society and creates a positive impact on our surroundings. Caring for the well-being of those around you not only creates a positive atmosphere, but also makes your personality attractive, around which people tend to be. Showing compassion begins with a willingness to put yourself in other people's shoes, feel their emotions, and understand their experiences. This requires not only emotional openness, but also the ability to see the world through the eyes of others. Showing compassion allows for an empathic connection that becomes the foundation for deeper and closer relationships. Being supportive to others means being a resource they can rely on in times of need. This includes not only verbal expressions of sympathy, but also actual actions to support and help. Emotional support can sometimes be just as important as practical support and can be given at the most difficult times. Caring about the well-being of the people around you creates a positive atmosphere around you. When people feel that their emotions and needs are valued, they become more open and inclined to interact. This also creates a chain of favorable events, as those who receive your support may be more inclined to support others. People naturally seek the company of those who are caring and supportive. When you become a source of positive energy and compassion, you become a center of attraction for those seeking support and understanding. Your relationships can become deeper, more meaningful, and create a supportive environment for you and your loved ones.
From the moment we open our eyes each morning, many of us are gripped by the desire for more success, more possessions, more experiences. Yet this very act of constant seeking often becomes an anchor weighing down our satisfaction. The mantra of the modern world may be that the constant pursuit of these things leads to happiness. But does it really? Each desire often breeds a new desire, winding us up in a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction. Meet Stoicism, a philosophy that encourages us to scrutinize this human propensity. Stoics argue that the endless pursuit of desire is not the path to true fulfillment. Instead, they suggest that we stop and ask ourselves why we are always chasing something. What are we really striving for? And could it be that the more we strive for something, the less satisfied we actually feel? Stoicism suggests that perhaps the key to satisfaction lies not in striving for more, but in wanting less. At the heart of Stoicism is a profound but simple truth. True satisfaction comes not from acquisition, but from understanding. Stoics throughout history have advocated a life not devoid of desires, but one in which desires are measured, understood, and controlled. They teach us that the art of being content lies not in possessing everything, but in appreciating everything we already possess. So what is the secret of Stoicism? It consists in recognizing the difference between needs and wants, distinguishing between what is important to our well-being and what is simply societal pressure or self-imposed. We can navigate life with a clearer and calmer perspective, and this is where the paradoxical beauty of Stoicism comes into play. When we shift our attention from the constant desire for more to the true value of what is already within our grasp, we often find that we unwittingly attract more wealth into our lives. It's not about material wealth, but a deeper appreciation for the simple things of life. By wanting less, we not only gain a more fulfilling existence, but we open ourselves up to realizing and receiving the abundance that life often offers when we least want it. The correlation of our wants and needs helps us navigate the dark maze of our emotions and urges. Stoicism is a flashlight in this dark maze. What do we mean by wants and needs? While needs represent the basics necessary for our well-being and fulfillment, wants are often passed off as needs, but are more a reflection of societal pressures, fleeting passions. They often masquerade as necessities, misleading us. The Stoics give us practical advice to help us sort out this conundrum. One fundamental exercise is the act of reflection. By regularly questioning our motives, ask ourselves if what we are striving for is really necessary for our happiness or if it is just a momentary itch. We can begin to distinguish between the two. Another Stoic practice is voluntary discomfort, consciously choosing simpler options from time to time to remind ourselves of what is truly necessary and what is not. Extra luxury. By distinguishing our wants from our needs, we pave the way to true fulfillment and escape the relentless pursuit of more. The power of the present, the ticking of the clock, the flickering shadows and fleeting thoughts all point to one profound truth: the impermanence of each moment. For the Stoics, the present is not just a fleeting moment, but a treasure trove of experience waiting to be deeply felt and understood. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Do not let the future become hostage to the past." This epitomizes the Stoics' deep respect for the present moment. When we are anchored to the present moment, we are free from the shackles of past regrets and future anxieties. And yet, so often our thoughts wander. We either dream of future accomplishments or fall into the trap of past mistakes, and by doing so, we lose sight of the beauty and lessons of the present. By constantly striving for what's next or dwelling on what has been, we downplay the richness of our current experience. Each moment has its own flavor, its own lessons, and its own emotions. Stoicism teaches that by fully immersing ourselves in the present, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of life. It is about perceiving the chirping of birds, the laughter of a child, or the rustling of leaves as if experiencing them for the first time. In essence, while the past teaches lessons and the future promises much, life truly unfolds in the present. By applying the Stoic practice of mindfulness and presence, we can enhance the depth of our current experience, making life not just a series of memories or expectations, but a vibrant dance in the present moment. In today's modern, fast-paced world, success is often associated with acquisitions, titles, and social recognition. We are accustomed to believing that external achievements can fill a void in our souls, that happiness is just one purchase or promotion away. But Stoicism offers an opposite and deeply impressive perspective. Seneca, one of Stoicism's most profound thinkers, reflected that true happiness lies in enjoying the present without an anxious dependence on the future. Stoics challenge the widespread belief that our values or contentment stem from external factors. Instead, they firmly root the idea of fulfillment in our inner state, our virtues, and our actions. It is not about having, but about being. What good is a luxurious mansion if one's mind is in turmoil? Can a new car truly compensate for the dissatisfaction of the soul? Stoicism suggests that no amount of external gain can compare to the peace and dissatisfaction that comes from within, from living in harmony with nature, from practicing virtue, and from understanding the difference between what we control and what we do not. Rather than striving for the best, Stoic practice encourages us to turn inward to ourselves, to develop inner richness, resilience, and fulfillment. When our sense of fulfillment takes hold within us, the ebbs and flows of external good fortune no longer determine our happiness. We become masters of our own fulfillment and are no longer dependent on the ever-changing tides of external approval. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that you already have everything you've ever desired. That's a transformative thought, isn't it? At the heart of this realization is the powerful practice of gratitude, an idea deeply rooted in the teachings of the Stoics. As Epictetus once said, "A wise man is one who does not grieve for what he does not have, but rejoices in what he does have." From this perspective, gratitude becomes an antidote to insatiable desires and discontent. When we actively count our blessings and recognize the value of what we already have, the constant hunger for more begins to subside. It's easy to recognize the beauty of a sunrise, the warmth of a friend's smile, the comfort of home, or simply the gift of something new. By actively recognizing this, we become rooted in the present moment and become more receptive to the bounties of life that often go unnoticed in the pursuit of more. By cultivating gratitude, Stoicism teaches us to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. The richness of our experience of life is not about constantly striving for more, but about deeply appreciating and enjoying what we have. It's not about seeking more from life, but about seeing more in it. In this practice, we grasp a profound truth. The more we appreciate, the more satisfied we become. This is a Stoic exercise in desire management. The Stoics, with their practical approach to philosophy, provided us with several exercises for confronting and managing our desires. Let's look at some of these practices. Negative visualization. It involves periodically reflecting on the loss of something we value. Imagine that you don't have the comforts you currently possess, or even that you are losing loved ones. Such visualization not only makes us appreciate what we have, but can also mentally prepare us for possible adversity. Voluntary discomfort that puts us in uncomfortable situations from time to time, whether it's going hungry during the day, taking cold showers, or giving up luxuries, can help us appreciate the basics and strengthen our resilience. It's a reminder that we can endure hardship and that our happiness depends on more than just external comforts. Think of the calm. At the end of each day, think back to moments when your desires bothered you. Ask yourself if these desires were necessary and if they really contributed to your well-being. This reflection can bring clarity to what really matters. Ask yourself why. And every time you have those desires, ask yourself that question. For example, if you dream of a luxury car, ask yourself why. Perhaps the answer is to impress others. Why do you want to impress others? This kind of deep introspection can often lead to an understanding of the nature of our desires, many of which may be superficial or influenced by external factors. In our desire for more, we often overlook the abundance that is already present in our lives. Stoicism, with its profound wisdom, guides us on the path of seeking less and being more. By understanding and managing our desires, we enter a world where contentment is not a fleeting emotion but a steady state of being. Adopting a Stoic lifestyle does not mean we give up our ambition, become passive. It means that we pursue them with a clear understanding of why they are important to us. As Seneca said, "Poor is not he who has too little, but he who covets more." Thus, wanting less and appreciating more, We pave the way for a life that is not only satisfying but also deeply enriching.
Pay attention to these wise words spoken by Emperor Marcus Aurelio. Try to remain strong in the face of the problems and difficulties of life, because obstacles to action promote action, and what is in the way becomes the path. Focus on yourself every day through the practice of Stoicism. The ancient philosophies of Stoicism, promoted by Marcus Aurelio, offers timeless goals and self-development. At the core of Stoic philosophy is the idea of focusing on yourself every day, a practice that can profoundly change your life. In this video, we deeply explore the core principles of Stoicism and how they can be applied to your daily life. You will discover wisdom that resonates throughout the ages and remains as relevant today as it was in ancient Rome. At the end of this journey, you will not only understand the essence of focusing on yourself every day, but you will also feel inspired to incorporate these principles into your life, which will lead to personal growth, inner peace, and unwavering resilience in the face of life's challenges. Before we continue, please leave your contribution in this video by enjoying, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. Without your participation, our work is meaningless. Stoicism emphasizes the virtues. Virtue, number 1, wisdom, in the logical sense. It implies the ability to discern what is under our control and what is not. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we have power over our mind and not over external events. Understanding this will give us strength. This wisdom is not only about knowledge but also about understanding our own nature and the nature of the world. Virtue. Number 2, courage is not only physical bravery but also the courage to face adversity, unknown, and even our own failures. It is about standing firm against challenges and difficulties. As Marcus Aurelius says, an obstacle to action promotes action. What is in the way becomes the path. Virtue number T. Moderation is the practice of self-control and living in harmony with nature. It includes control of desires and avoidance of excesses. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of this virtue by saying that very little is needed to lead a happy life, because everything is within you, and in the way you think. Stance emphasizes the importance of accepting the present moment, as it comes without resistance or judgment, living in apathy, but rather that you must accept the reality of the situation and work from beyond these virtues. The Stoics teach that we cannot control external events, but we can control our reactions to them. This principle is critical to maintaining emotional stability and resilience in the face of life's challenges. As Mark wisely advises Aurelius, you have power over the mind and not over external events. Understanding this will give you strength. The greatest virtue of stance is virtue itself, and not wealth, fame, or external success. Virtue in a historical context includes wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Accepting virtue as the highest good leads to a life of complete satisfaction. And Edenia? Stoicism teaches the importance of accepting the impermanence of all things, including our own lives. This understanding can help us appreciate the present moment and not become too attached to things that are beyond our control. One of the most valuable aspects of Stoicism is its emphasis on inner resilience. By developing this resilience, people can cope better with life's challenges and maintain feelings of inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius writes, our life is what our thoughts make. Introspection is fundamental in Stoicism. Aurelius believed in the importance of continuous reflection on actions, thoughts, and emotions. This practice allows us to identify areas for improvement and personal growth. Reflecting on your actions, reactions, and thoughts on a daily basis will give you valuable insights into your own behavior and enable you to make positive changes. Power of mind is emphasized by Marcus Aurelius, emphasizes the ability to control our thoughts and reactions, regardless of external circumstances. This Stoic perception emphasizes the importance of mastering one's own mind. As he writes, happiness, his life depends on the quality of his thoughts. Mindfulness meditation is a recommended practice for developing greater control over your thoughts and emotions. This practice involves observing your thoughts without judgment. With consistent mindfulness practice, you will become more proficient in choosing how to respond to different situations throughout your life. Marcus Aurelius faced numerous challenges as a ruler and a man. His Stoic philosophy helped him maintain composure and resilience in the face of adversity. He reminds us that difficulties are part of life, and what really matters is our reaction to them. Control over our mind and not external events gives for us one of the central concepts of Stoicism is the recognition of the impermanence of all things. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on this idea, remembering the transient nature of life and the need to appreciate every moment. Everything that happens is either tolerable or not. If it is tolerable, then support. Stop complaining. He says in meditation, he encourages acts of kindness and empathy. He recognizes the interconnectedness between all people and the importance of treating other people with compassion and understanding. When he woke up in the morning, he remembered that the people he would deal with would be curious, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and sullen. He understood them because, as he says, they are like that, because they are not, distinguishes good from evil. Small acts of kindness are practice encouraging stoicism. This can be as simple as offering a smile to a stranger to help someone in need, or expressing gratitude to a friend. Actively seeking kindness, you not only improves, moderation is valued by Mamre, an essential aspect of virtuous living, lead to discontent, and in the face of suffering. The key is to surround yourself only with people who lift you up and whose presence brings out your best. Start the day with a moment of reflection. Like Marcos Aurelius did take a few minutes to consider the day that begins and the challenges you may face. Remember your core values and strengths that you want. Incorporate a positive tone for the day and help you face challenges with grace. Writing down your thoughts and reflections is a powerful tool for self-development. Take time every day to write down your experiences, thoughts, and emotions. This practice can help you gain clarity, track your progress, and identify areas for personal growth. Stoic pausing is a technique that can be used during times of stress, anger, or frustration. Simply stop and take a deep breath. This simple act can help you regain control of your reactions and choose a more thoughtful response. Remember that external events may be out of your control, but your reaction is within yours. Authorities end the day with a review of your actions and behavior. Reflect on the moments when you lived in accordance with your values, and those when you failed. This practice allows you to learn from your experiences and make conscious improvements. Stoicism teaches that, although we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions by accepting them stoically. You can face life's challenges with greater resilience and self-control. Stoic philosophy makes persevering perception, push forward. What gets in the way? This Stoic thinking encourages you to see obstacles as opportunities for growth and learning. Stoicism teaches us not to be too attached to specific ways to focus our efforts and virtues. In addition to external rights, you can maintain a sense of inner peace and contentment. The practice of virtue is central to Stoicism as the highest good, and includes wisdom, courage, righteousness, and moderation. Mastering these virtues allows you to live a life of complete satisfaction and inner peace. One of the most valuable aspects of Stoicism is its emphasis on the internal practice of self-reflection, mindfulness, and Stoic principles. You can create the inner strength needed to meet life's challenges. Showing gratitude daily includes reflecting on what you are grateful for. This practice can shift your attention from what you lack to what you have, promoting contentment and inner impermanence in all things, including our own lives. This understanding can help us appreciate the present moment and not become overly attached to things that are beyond our control when you encounter difficulties. Remember the historical practice of recognizing the abandonment of problems and maintaining positive thinking. These tools will help me maintain self-control and resilience. Offer a deep and timeless day by practicing self-reflection and a willingness to accept discomfort and adversity as opportunities for growth. As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, The happiness of his life depends on the quality of his thoughts. The path of perseverance may be difficult, but it is the path that leads to meaningful, living, a perfect and wise life. By incorporating these Stoic teachings into your daily life, you can go on a journey that will not only change your life but will also inspire those around you to do the same. Going into your Stoic should be a good person, be one with yourself, every day. Live with the wisdom of Stoicism and become the best version of yourself. This Journey Hour. In conclusion, I ask you to rate the content, given the opportunity to like, share, and subscribe for more similar information. If you want to delve into the Stoic general state and elevate your lifestyle to a higher level by achieving respect for love and inner peace, watch our comment to discover historical works that can lead you to prosperity. I'll be locked here until next time.
In today's fast-paced, people-pleasing world, it can be incredibly difficult to learn how to say no to others. We're constantly bombarded with requests, demands, and expectations from friends, family, coworkers, and even strangers. The pressure to always say yes and accommodate everyone else's needs can be overwhelming. However, the ability to set boundaries and say no is a crucial life skill. Saying no allows you to protect your time, energy, and mental health. It prevents you from becoming overcommitted and burning out. And it helps you focus on your own priorities, goals, and self-care. Unfortunately, many people struggle with saying no. They feel guilty, selfish, or worried about the consequences of disappointing someone. They may fear that saying no will damage relationships or cause conflict. Or they simply don't know how to politely refuse a request. The good news is that learning to say no is a skill that can be developed with practice. In this comprehensive guide, we'll explore the importance of setting boundaries, provide strategies for saying no effectively, and offer tips for overcoming the fear and guilt that often comes with it. By the end, you'll have the tools you need to start prioritizing your own needs and saying no with confidence. The importance of saying no. Before we dive into the how-tos of saying no, it's important to understand why this skill is so crucial. Here are some of the key benefits of learning to set boundaries and turn down requests. 1. Prevents burnout. One of the biggest reasons to say no is to protect your mental and physical health. When you constantly say yes to everything, you end up overcommitting yourself and stretching your time and energy too thin. This can quickly lead to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. Burnout not only makes you feel drained and overwhelmed, but it can also negatively impact your productivity, relationships, and overall well-being. By learning to say no, you can avoid taking on too much and preserve your energy for the things that truly matter. 2. Allows you to focus on priorities. Every time you say yes to something, you're also saying no to something else. When you have a habit of agreeing to every request, it becomes increasingly difficult to focus on your own goals, passions, and priorities. Saying no gives you the freedom to be more intentional with your time and energy. It allows you to direct your efforts towards the people, projects, and activities that are most important to you. This, in turn, can help you feel more fulfilled, productive, and in control of your life. 3. Strengthens relationships. Contrary to popular belief, saying no doesn't have to damage your relationships. In fact, setting healthy boundaries can actually strengthen your connections with others. When you're able to say no without guilt or resentment, it shows that you respect yourself and your needs. This, in turn, can inspire respect from the people in your life. Additionally, saying no prevents you from building resentment towards those who make demands on your time. It allows you to show up more fully and authentically in your relationships, rather than feeling drained or bitter. And it models healthy behavior for others, encouraging them to also prioritize their own self-care. 4. Boosts confidence and assertiveness. Learning to say no is an act of self-empowerment. Each time you successfully set a boundary, you're reinforcing the message that your time and energy matter. This can have a profound impact on your self-confidence and sense of personal agency. As you get more comfortable with saying no, you may also notice an increase in your overall assertiveness. You'll feel more confident standing up for yourself and your needs, rather than automatically deferring to others. This assertiveness can then spill over into other areas of your life, helping you become a more confident, self-assured person. 5. Reduces stress and anxiety. The constant pressure to say yes can be a major source of stress and anxiety. When you're always trying to accommodate everyone else's needs, it's easy to become overwhelmed, scattered, and anxious. By learning to set boundaries and say no, you can significantly reduce this stress. You'll no longer have to worry about overcommitting yourself or disappointing others. Instead, you can focus on your own well-being and priorities, which can have a calming, grounding effect. Strategies for saying no effectively. Now that we've explored the importance of saying no, let's dive into some practical strategies for doing so effectively. Here are some key tips to keep in mind. 1. Be polite but firm. When saying no, it's important to strike the right tone. You want to be kind and respectful, but also clear and unwavering in your refusal. Avoid apologizing profusely or making excuses, as this can undermine your message. Instead, try a simple, direct approach. For example, you could say, "I'm sorry, but I won't be able to take on that project. My schedule is already full, and I don't want to overcommit myself." Or, "I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm going to have to decline that invitation." The key is to be polite, but firm in your decision. 2. Offer an explanation, if appropriate. In some cases, it may be helpful to provide a brief explanation for no. This can help the other person understand your reasoning and avoid feeling rejected. However, be careful not to over-explain or get drawn into a lengthy discussion. A simple, honest explanation is often sufficient. For example, you could say, "I'm sorry, but I have a family commitment that evening and won't be able to attend." Or, "I'm working on a big project at work right now, and I need to focus my energy there." Just be sure that your explanation doesn't come across as an invitation for negotiation. Stick to the facts, and make it clear that your decision is final. 3. Suggest alternatives, if appropriate. In some situations, it may be helpful to offer an alternative solution or suggestion. This shows that you're not simply saying no for the sake of it, but are trying to be helpful and find a compromise. For example, if a friend asks you to help them move apartments, you could say, "I'm sorry, but I won't be able to help you move this weekend. However, I'd be happy to help you pack up some boxes next week if that would be useful." Or if a coworker asks you to take on an extra project, you could say, "I'm afraid I don't have the bandwidth to take that on right now, but I'd be happy to help you brainstorm some other solutions or connect you with someone else who might be able to assist." Again, be careful not to overcommit or get drawn into a lengthy negotiation. The alternative you suggest should be something you're genuinely willing and able to do. 4. Avoid guilt trips. One of the biggest challenges of saying no is dealing with the guilt and pressure that others may try to impose. Friends, family members, or co-workers may try to make you feel selfish, unreliable, or like you're letting them down. It's important to resist these guilt trips and stand firm in your decision. Remind yourself that your needs and boundaries are valid, and that you don't owe anyone an extensive explanation or justification. A simple, polite refusal is enough. If the other person continues to push or make you feel guilty, you can respond with something like, "I understand this is disappointing, but my decision is final. I hope you can respect that." Avoid getting drawn into a debate or allowing them to make you feel bad about your choice. 5. Suggest a rain check. In some cases, it may be appropriate to suggest a rain check or future opportunity rather than a flat-out no. This can be a good compromise, especially for requests that you genuinely like to accommodate in the future. For example, you could say, "I'm not able to attend the party this weekend, but I'd love to get together for coffee next week if you're available." Or, "I can't take on that extra project right now, but please keep me in mind if something similar comes up in a few months." This approach allows you to set a boundary while also leaving the door open for future collaboration or connection. Just be sure that you're only offering a rain check for things you're truly willing and able to do down the line. 6. Practice self-compassion. Saying no can be incredibly difficult, especially if you're a people pleaser or have a strong aversion to disappointing others. it's common to feel guilty, selfish, or anxious about setting boundaries. When these feelings arise, it's important to practice self-compassion. Remind yourself that your needs and priorities are valid, and that saying no is an act of self-care, not selfishness. Talk to yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a close friend. Over time, this self-compassionate mindset can make it easier to say no without feeling weighed down by guilt or shame. You'll start to see your boundaries as a form of self-respect rather than a personal failing. 7. Rehearse and role play. If you're new to setting boundaries, it can be helpful to practice saying no in a low-stakes environment. Try rehearsing your responses out loud, or role-playing with a trusted friend or family member. This can help you get comfortable with the language and tone you want to use. It also allows you to anticipate potential pushback or objections and practice responding in a firm yet polite way. The more you rehearse, the more natural and confident your no's will start to feel. And don't be afraid to tweak your approach until you find a style that feels authentic to you. 8. Start small and build up. If the idea of saying no feels overwhelming, start small and build up your skills gradually. Begin by setting boundaries in low-risk situations, such as declining an invitation to a party or turning down a minor work request. As you get more comfortable with these smaller no's, you can start tackling bigger, more challenging requests. The key is to celebrate each successful boundary you set, no matter how small. This will help reinforce the habit and give you the confidence to take on more difficult situations. Remember, saying no is a skill that takes time and practice to develop. Be patient with yourself, and don't get discouraged if you slip up or feel guilty at first. The more you do it, the easier it will become. Overcoming the fear and guilt of saying no. One of the biggest obstacles to saying no is the fear and guilt that often comes with it. Many people worry that setting boundaries will damage relationships, cause conflict, or make them appear selfish or unreliable. However, it's important to recognize that these feelings are often unfounded or exaggerated. Saying no doesn't have to mean the end of a relationship or a permanent rift. In fact, as we discussed earlier, setting healthy boundaries can actually strengthen your connections with others. Learning to say no is a crucial life skill that can have a profound impact on your mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. By setting healthy boundaries, you can prevent burnout, focus on your priorities, and show up more authentically in all areas of your life. However, we know that saying no can be incredibly difficult, especially if you're a people pleaser or struggle with guilt and anxiety. That's why it's so important to develop strategies for saying no effectively, and to work on overcoming the fear and shame that often come with it. Remember, setting boundaries doesn't make you selfish or unreliable. It's an act of self-respect and self-care, and with practice, it can become a natural, empowering part of how you navigate the world. So start small, be polite but firm, and don't be afraid to ask for support. Over time, you'll build the confidence and skills to say no with ease and reap the many benefits that come with it.
Have you ever experienced the sensation of giving your best effort, yet somehow fading into the background in our hyper-connected world? Feeling undervalued or overlooked is not uncommon, even in the midst of constant social interactions. It's akin to shouting into a void, yearning for recognition, only to be met with silence. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be your reality? Envision walking into a room and witnessing the space around you transform, resonating with your presence. Imagine a world where, when you speak, people not only listen but eagerly anticipate your opinion. A place where your contributions are not merely acknowledged but celebrated. Today, we embark on a journey that delves into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and its modern applications. This journey isn't about superficial tactics or quick fixes. Instead, we explore 10 transformative strategies that will alter how you are perceived and valued, not only by others but crucially by yourself. Each strategy represents a step toward cultivating a stronger, more respected, and self-valued presence. So, if you've ever felt like just another number lost in the crowd, consider this video your key to breaking free and stepping into a space of genuine appreciation and self-empowerment. Stay with me until the end. Together, We will unlock these secrets, transforming not only how the world sees you but also how you perceive yourself. And before we delve into the content, if you're new here, this isn't merely another self-improvement channel. It's a community where growth, resilience, and the practical wisdom of Stoicism come alive. So, hit that subscribe button, join us on this transformative journey, and let's explore together how to truly be valued. For our regular viewers, welcome back. Your ongoing support and engagement are what breathe life into this community. Now, let's embark on this transformative path together and unveil the secrets to being genuinely valued. Starting with number 1, value your time. Have you ever felt like you're a perpetual yes machine, always available for everyone else but yourself? Let's delve into why valuing your time is crucial. In the midst of a typical weekday at the office, you find yourself in the familiar role of the go-to person, constantly fielding requests for assistance, your phone abuzz with emails from colleagues, texts from friends, and calls from family. Each individual request may seem minor, but collectively, they accumulate throughout the day, leaving your own tasks untouched. You've inadvertently become the support system for others, all the while realizing that your personal projects are falling behind. It dawns on you that saying yes to others often translates to saying no to your own aspirations. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once remarked, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Life, he argued, is generously bestowed upon us, providing ample opportunity to achieve significant accomplishments. Consider this: every minute you spend is an investment. Are you investing it wisely? The concept of valuing your time isn't about creating inaccessibility. Instead, it's about respecting yourself enough to prioritize. It involves recognizing that not every task, invitation, or request merits immediate attention. The next time you're on the verge of automatically saying yes, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? Will it contribute value to my life, or will it leave me drained and distracted from what truly matters? Ponder this for a moment. Observe the people around you. Have you noticed that those who judiciously decline tend to command more respect? This is the essence of valuing your time. They aren't mere participants in life. They are the conductors of their own symphony. You too can join their ranks. Remember, valuing your time extends beyond just saying no. It's about acknowledging your worth. By prioritizing your time, you send a powerful message not only to the world but also to yourself. I am worth it, my time is precious. Now that we've unveiled the secret of valuing our time, let's delve into how prioritizing self-care can revolutionize our self-worth. Enter strategy number 2, taking care of yourself. Consider a day when you sacrificed your lunch to complete work or skipped your evening walk for another meeting. How did you feel by the end of the day? Overwhelmed and exhausted? That feeling is a clear indicator that you're prioritizing everyone else's needs over your own. A common trap we all fall into: neglecting the one person who also matters: yourself. Recall the wise words of Marcus Aurelius: "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." These words resonate deeply with our second strategy, emphasizing that happiness and well-being originate from within, not external factors. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's recognizing that your well-being is the foundation upon which you can support others. Understanding that self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity for a balanced and fulfilling life is crucial. Imagine a scenario where you're always there for everyone, constantly offering a helping hand, a shoulder, or an ear. In doing so, you often neglect your own needs, resulting in feeling drained and less effective. This is where the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius comes into play. Start by asking yourself, when was the last time you did something just for yourself? Something that restored your energy and filled you with peace. Prioritizing these needs, whether through hobbies, meditation, or rest, is crucial. It not only nurtures your well-being, but also equips you to be a more present and effective support for others. Reflect on what self-care means to you, and how you can better balance it with being there for others. Share your experiences in the comments, as it could be a revealing and healing experience for you and provide inspiration and guidance to others facing similar challenges. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to start their own journey of self-care. Remember, taking care of ourselves is key to being valued by others. With this understanding, let's move forward and explore our next Stoic strategy to improve how we're perceived and appreciated. Number 3, listen more and speak less. In our constant rush to be heard, we often forget the power of silence. This Stoic lesson introduces a fundamental, yet often overlooked principle: listening more and speaking less, a transformative approach that can significantly enhance our interactions and relationships. Recall a moment when someone genuinely listened to you, not merely waiting for their chance to speak. How valued and understood did you feel at that time? That exemplifies the power of active listening, an aspect often overlooked. It's not just about maintaining silence, it's about actively engaging with the spoken words, fostering a deeper connection. As Epicurus wisely stated, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. These insightful words encapsulate the core of our third strategy, emphasizing the significance of active listening in our daily interactions. True listening extends beyond hearing words. It encompassing empathy and offering undivided attention.